Thanks for joining us on this edition of National Focus. I'm Lourianne Graham Carter. In the news, Dominica hosts 25th Annual Conference of CAO, Discover Dominica Authority launches Tourism Awareness Drive, and 2017 Consumer Awareness Week marks new era of consumer rights. Stay with us for the details of these and other stories after this.
Introducing the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app, available for download from the Google Play Store, One Mobile Market, and the Government of Dominica's website. Access to all ministries and sub-departments' phone, email and office addresses and websites. Simply select a ministry and the sub-department. You can dial directly from the app or save the numbers to your phone contacts. It's convenience at your fingertips.
Is my passport ready for pickup? Good. It really works.
Download the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app today.
Thank you for staying with us. A memorial service was held at the Our Lady of Fatima Church on Sunday to remember deceased former President of Venezuela, Hugo Rafael Chavez Freyes. Sunday's service was attended by His Excellency President of Dominica Charles Savre and Mrs. Savre, Ambassador to the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela Dr. Philbert Aaron, and His Excellency Ambassador of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela to Dominica, Hayden Pirella. Hugo Rafael Chavez Freyes served as the 64th President of Venezuela from 1993 to 2013. Venezuela and Dominica established diplomatic relations soon after the island attained political independence from Britain in 1979. Dominica has over the years benefited significantly from assistance offered by the Venezuelan government through several cooperation agreements such as the Petro-Caribe Initiative and its membership of the ALBA. A number of Dominican students have also been awarded scholarships to study in the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela to Dominica. Under the theme Oto-rhino-laryngology in the Caribbean, Embracing the Future and Improving Outcomes, Dominica is this week hosting the 25th Annual Conference of the Caribbean Association of Oto-rhino-laryngologists at the Fort Young Hotel. This year's conference is being held in collaboration with the University of the West Indies and the American Academy of Oto-rhino-laryngology. Vice President of the Association and Dominican host of the conference, Dr. Irvin Pascal, explained the objectives of the conference.
The purpose of this academic conference by the Caribbean Association of Oto-rhino-laryngologists is to share knowledge among participants and colleagues that will hopefully lead to the improvement in patient care for patients in the Caribbean. It's also an opportunity for Caribbean ENT surgeons to keep fraternal connections and bonds, because most of us work as isolated ENT specialists, and so it's really an attempt to foster a Caribbean approach to ENT problems and identify specific ENT problems in the Caribbean.
Oto-rhino-laryngology is a study of diseases of the ear and throat. In other developments, the Discover Dominica Authority, recognizing the need to bring more awareness to the local population as it relates to tourism, have taken a different approach to Tourism Awareness Month 2017. At the official ceremony last Friday, CEO of the Discover Dominica Authority and Director of Tourism, Colin Piper, stated that understanding the importance of tourism by the local population and students is one of the key factors towards the sustainable development of Dominica's tourism products. As such, the DDA will undertake a 3-month tourism awareness campaign from March to May 2017.
The campaign will comprise of a series of videos and radio ads, billboards. We even intend to do something in the music video arena, posters, voice drops, recorded by local personalities. So a myriad of things that will essentially get the message and communicate the message to the various publics. The project is geared towards increasing public knowledge on the importance of the tourism industry and to foster positive attitudes and behavior among the local population and students. The campaign will feature service providers highlighting the impact of tourism on their lives, as well as their contribution towards the development of Dominica's tourism industry. The message is expected to resonate with people of Dominica that tourism is indeed everybody's business, and that we all in one way, shape, or form benefit from tourism.
5 video ads will also form part of the campaign.
Videos will feature local service providers such as taxi driver Jenna Geist, local farmer Roy Ormond, a student Lucina Nicholas, a local hotel owner Ken Geist, and a restaurateur Rudy that runs Islet View in Castle Bruce. New videos and radio ads will be unveiled on a weekly basis on DDA's Facebook page, as well as on local radio and TV stations. Billboards will be installed at prime locations around the island in the upcoming weeks. Following the conclusion of the campaign, we envisage that an increase of the overall tourism knowledge among the local population and students should occur. The ability of locals to relate better to tourism, and with that new and different information, that the tone and volume of the way they evangelize about Dominica's tourism product will be improved. In essence, we want this positivity in the messaging and communication about Dominica. And according to the Central Statistics Survey, the daily expenditure by visitors is in excess of 500 EC per day. All right, that annual figure reached about 340 million in 2014, and because of Tropical Storm Erica, went down to 280 million in 2015. But these are tremendous, this is a tremendous source of foreign exchange and economic activity.
In his address, Minister for Tourism, the Honorable Senator Robert Tong highlighted government's significant contribution to the development of the tourism sector.
Over the years, the government has made significant investment in the sector to enhance and the development of the tourism product, to increase arrivals, to contribute to the economy. In this financial year alone, government has increased spending in tourism by over $21 million. This has included the $50 million provision through the Aid Bank, a special loan facility for the hotel sector and the restaurant sector to improve and increase on their operations, an increase in the marketing budget from $6 million to $8.5 million, which is $2.5 million, an increase in the World Career Music budget of $1 million, the increase of the Carnival budget by $360,000, and capital expenditure for tourism sites in Roseau. For tourism sites, the Roseau enhancement and community tourism of $2.2 million. This all adds up to the $21+ million. Additionally, government is actively pursuing options for improved air access and the development of additional hotel properties through the CBI program. Clearly, the government is doing its share to develop the sector and generate economic activity in tourism. As we can all see from the recent hosting of the 2017 Carnival, I think by all accounts, it has been extremely successful.
He encouraged the general public to assist the DDA in their mission to highlight all Dominica has to offer.
The outputs of the campaign will demonstrate the importance of tourism to the service providers, such as the taxi drivers, farmers, artisans, restaurants, and students, as a means of transmitting the message. I urge all Dominicans to pay close attention to this campaign as we roll out the various public education and media initiatives over the next few months. The Ministry of Tourism is hopeful that the success of such a campaign would improve the public's attitude towards tourism and therefore improve visitor experiences on the island from interactions with locals, thus improving of their overall satisfaction and ultimately increase visitor arrivals to the country.
CEO of the Dominica Air and Seaports Authority, Benoit Badwell, also noted the increase in funds provided by government for marketing Dominica.
As you would have already known, the government of Dominica has committed $8.5 million in terms of the marketing budget. And that has been a serious improvement from the years when we were given $4 million to market Dominica. And so this thing, the amount of money put into that war chest for marketing is allowing us to do the things that we could not do before and create a better awareness on Dominica. Because as you would know, we had problems in the past where persons were saying constantly that there was not enough awareness of Dominica. And so we are in fact doing quite a bit, and we are also making changes along the way to be able to allow us and to afford us the opportunity to get Dominica's name out there within the tourism community.
He also revealed the appointment of new marketing representatives for Dominica.
We also have new market reps which we have appointed in Canada for the first time, in the US, the UK, Germany, and in France. Certainly, we have been tweaking, we have been trying our best to re-energize things as it relates to bringing people to Dominica. And so we have appointed these new source market reps in those destinations that we know the people are coming from, especially as it relates to the French West Indies and France, especially France and the French West Indies, as I said, where 40% of our visitors come from. There is a significant march, I would call it, in terms of creating awareness within the tourism sector there.
The DASPA CEO further revealed the implementation of a new branding initiative and a new public awareness campaign.
We also are, in fact, utilizing our expertise in the area of Discover Dominica, whereby we're going to create a better awareness among our peers in terms of ensuring that the question of quality is improved. So our quality assurance teams are undertaking various training programs so that persons can become more aware in terms of the things that needs to be done to improve the quality of our product.
You are watching National Focus. More when we return.
Protection from abuse is every child's right. Everyone has a shared responsibility in protecting the child from abuse.
Mothers, believe your children when they say they've been abused, and follow through with child abuse cases when they've been reported.
For more information on child abuse or to report suspected cases on child abuse, contact the Social Welfare Division on 33 Great Marlborough Street or call 266-3020 or 266-3080.
8 days of activities for Consumer Rights Awareness Week has been called by the Director of Trade, Mathan Walter, a catalyst to the commencement of a new era of protection of rights in Dominica. The Ministry of Trade has organized a calendar of events geared at raising the awareness of the public on consumer rights and gathering information about their consumer rights and responsibilities. A press conference to highlight the week of activities was held at the Ministry of Trade conference room on Monday. Permanent Secretary with the Ministry of Trade, Sylvani Burton, explained how this new era would be executed by government.
Moving forward, the ministry will support and work closely with the newly incorporated consumer NGO, Dominica Consumer Association, Inc., in building awareness and championing consumer issues so that consumer rights can be duly protected and consumers can make more informed purchase choices in the future. A consumer protection policy is currently being reviewed and will be submitted to Cabinet for approval. This policy will guide the manner in which consumer affairs is treated within this country. The Consumer Affairs Unit within the Division of Trade will be bolstered so that it is better equipped and able to deal with consumer grievances and related issues.
Director of Trade, Mathan Walter, explained that the onus is on government to provide the framework and infrastructure to protect life, health, and safety of consumers when they procure goods and services.
Fair and effective competition in order to provide consumers with greater choice among goods and services at lowest cost has to be encouraged. Information has to be continuously made available to the public. The government, the ministry understands that, and this is the premise for contacting the Caribbean Development Bank in a bid to secure finances to put the infrastructure in place to accomplish that which I spoke about before.
Finally, this news time, Ione Philogen of Coliho on Saturday celebrated her 100th birthday with a special mass in her honor. In attendance at the ceremony was the President, His Excellency Charles Savre and Mrs. Savre, the Honorable Minister for Social Services, Family, Gender Affairs, and also the Parliamentary Representative for the Coliho constituency, Lady Catherine Daniel, President of the Dominica Council on Aging at Matuse, family and members of the Coliho community. His Excellency Savre addressed attendees at the Mass.
We have to appreciate the life of those among us who have lived to be 100 years. It is a feat that we all need to honor.
Honorable Lady Catherine Daniel counted the centenarian to be in God's favor. She offered these words.
It's very good to be here to celebrate my Hubert's 100th birthday. But it's because of the love of her children, of the love of the people around her immediate family, that she can live to reach that age. Although they say when we are born, God gives us our date of birth and our date for dying. So it's His grace that's upon us. He knows what we're going to be, and He bestows that upon us. And so she's evidence of that grace from God.
His Excellency the President used the opportunity to encourage the congregation to look after their senior citizens in the community.
We have a responsibility towards our parents and our elderly family members, because when they were strong and able, looked after us. Now that we are strong and able and they are not, it is our responsibility to look after them. And the Council on Aging is doing a tremendous job.
President of the Dominica Council on Aging at Matuse welcomed the latest centenarian to one of the elite groups in society. She offered congratulations on attaining this great milestone.
Congratulations also to the family and close relatives for the loving care and attention given to you, Mrs. Philogen, or was it the short? Yo-yo, right. To assist you to see that day, that great day, with the help of the Almighty God. The Council continues to lay emphasis on the quality of life of all senior citizens on the island. And when you look at Yo-Yo this morning, this is a testimony to the quality of her life.
That's news. Coming up next, your tips on consumer rights. There are certain basic rights to which all consumers are entitled. These are as follows: the right to satisfaction of basic needs, the right to safety, the protection from hazardous products and processes, the right to information, the right to choose, the right to be heard, the right to redress, fair settlement of just claims, the right to consumer education, the right to live in a health and sustainable environment. And that's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/gisnewsdominica, and follow our Twitter at gisdominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Lourianne Graham Carter. Thanks for watching, and join us again next time on National Focus.